episode 2, my procedural dungeon crawls. Conan limped back to the hamlet with 4 HP and 400 gold in his pocket, so ironically successful, despite nearly dying and only being able to explore a couple of rooms in the old ruin. He would have to take time off to heal, so he would have taken a month of rest, R&R, no visiting magic users for healing. This is not something Conan will do. And a cleric, only if they were in the field and dying might he take the hands of a cleric or a paladin upon him for healing. So, I will assume 28 days have passed as he has healed up, in the hamlet, maybe at a guild or something, right? And that will have cost him some money. So first, I'm going to go back to equipment, page 43, I believe, and I want to look and see if there's rates for like a week stay at an inn or something like that, right? Let's see here. Do we have those kinds of things? We got transportation. Yes, I'm not seeing any kind of prices for a stay at the inn. Okay, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and say it's about 3 coppers a day to stay in this 5 coppers a day for a bed and nourishment, times 28. What is that? Okay, so 28 times 5 is 140. I was right, it was 140. That's going to be 14 copper, so 403 minus 14 copper. Why can't I do this? 389. So I have 389 gold left and 5 silver pieces. Okay, so that would actually count as XP to stay. Remember, you have to spend your XP. So a lot of games tell you have to spend your XP, but they don't give you any rules on how to spend that. So you're going out there and buying up equipment you don't need, etc., etc. I'm going to go ahead and replenish my torches. I had spent 3, so that's going to cost me those silver pieces. So I have 389, and I have replenished my torches all the way up to 8. And now we're going to use one of the single best pieces of Dragonslayer. This is in the appendices, page 290, Carousing rules, and I love this genius. So after 28 days of hiding out, recovering, he's full hit points again, up to 32. He has 42 XP for the creatures he killed. He has another 14. So we're at 56 XP so far. Now we're going to find out, before he heads back out, he's going to do some carousing, because he is Conan, and Conan likes a little ale and maybe a couple of winches and maybe some gambling, etc., etc. So we're going to find out. So we're supposed to roll 1d4 and 1d20. The blue dice, I had some great advice from one of the viewers in the last video. Use more dice, it speeds up things, and it's true. So I got the bad guy dice, the good guy dice, and then I've got extra for bad guy monsters. So d20s mostly. Here we go. So we roll 1d4. This is how much gold that I spend for XP, and then I roll the d20 as a save versus death. So this is going to be interesting. We have a +4 save versus death. Save versus death for us is 13. So I need a 9 and up to save versus death. Okay? And yeah, it's not quite what you think it is. But yeah, save versus death kind of crucial here. Oh my god, I spent 300 of my gold for 300 XP. So I got 300 gold for wasting all of my gold carousing. So they're going to love me in this little hamlet, right? 300 gold spent. I have 89 left, so I'm not going to go in debt, right? Because if you spend more than you have, you're going to be going into debt. And I failed the saving throw, so this could be really bad. But I have 356 XP, and I've earned that from a stay at the inn where I healed up for 28 days, and then I caroused, spending like a drunken barbarian, right? All right, let's roll this. Next one here, it says, save failure indicates you need to roll on the list below. The exact results are interpreted by the maze controller, specific to your character. Note that the list below does not have everything done, right? This is meant to be, by the way, this is not an afterthought. This is not something you're supposed to just tack on. There should be a conversation with the players about the type of characters they are and what they would do during their break. and he talks about that. This is not just a mini game, right? This is kind of should be part of your role play, part of what's going on. So you might tell the tale of what Conan does and tell the tale, right? So you should be able to really enjoy this as part of your session experience, maybe before the next session, or right? Okay. Obviously, here I'm doing a solo dungeon crawl. I want all these features as well. So here we go. I'm going to roll the D20 again and find out what happens from failing that save. A 1. Pooping in the village well. Oh my God, crime and out. That, and listen, that's Conan the Thief, right? You embarrass yourself in public. Oh, I'm sure he did it while he was drunk. I mean, Your Honor, I didn't know what I was doing. I was inebriated. Gain no experience points. Oh shit! Roll charisma check to gain reputation in the town as a lousy, no good drunk. Well, that's. You'd think they would love me for spending 300 gold. Oh, I'm going to lose all that experience. So I lost all my money, and I lost all my experience because I pooped in the well. Oh my God, I got 56 experience. I have 89 gold remaining, so I do have enough gold that I could at least outfit or purchase more equipment. Damn it. And I got to make a charisma check. Now, Conan's charisma is 8. So I'm going to gain a reputation here in this small hamlet as a no-good drunk, who they should ultimately love because I pissed away all my gold in their facilities. 3, I made it. Hallelujah. So no, they forgive me, as I can understand. So how would you narratively, the fact that I spent 300 gold, they're willing to say, listen, crap anywhere you want, man. I mean, that's the most money that this village has seen in 5 years combined, probably. So they're willing to say, hey, listen, man, you're free to crap anywhere you want. And there we go. My carousing here is done. Mightily so, as Conan has made 56 XP, has 89 gold remaining, and I'm fully healed up. Now, the last piece of this is my buddy Dell, of course, my friend, and who owns this here channel that I like to contribute videos to. Made a comment on my last video when I was making Conan the Thief, and he said, "Grow the thief, whatever." And I know he's getting at. I think he's getting at that creature from that Guardians film, right? Gru, is that his name? Gru, like tree, like the giant tree. I don't know. I'm assuming that's what he's referring to. But I told him, well, we're gonna make Gru of Larsha, a thief, charlatan, level 4. So Conan, in his carousing and spending of money, he will have met Gru of Larsha, who would have been curious of hearing the tales of this ruin, and probably would have kind of ingratiated himself and attached himself to the hip of Conan during this spending spree and drunkenness, probably taking a few gold here and there as Conan was drunk with a pile of coins in front of him. Anyway, and as Conan leaves the village to head out, I'm going to go back. There's more there. I must find out. He will have stalked him, and eventually, along their journeys, he will have accepted. Him into the party, and now we have Conan the Thief and Gru of Larsha, 2 thieves, a barbarian reaver and a true thief charlatan, right? And here we go. We have got our 2 characters now. So I just thought I would up the ante a little bit, maybe have a little extra help. And we are now going to meet the little thief. He's 5'7". So Gru of Larsha. Larsha is a city in the Conan. The Conan tales that were written not by Howard. I want to say DeCamp. Was it DeCamp that named the city of thieves Larsha, which is not exactly accurate. The city of thieves was really somewhere else, but there is a Larsha. So I thought, why not a thief from the city of thieves, or a city of thieves? All right. So we got a thieves pack. He is chaotic neutral, 5'7", 150, age 21. And by the way, Greg Gillespie had pointed out my character at level 4 should have aged, so he's not 19, he's 23, so I got great advice there from Greg. And teased me about my going into the berserk rage. I had mentioned that I could taunt myself into going berserk, which obviously is not true. It is I can become berserk at my own willpower. But so I appreciate Greg for watching. It's so cool. And thanks for such a brilliant OSR, my friend. So anyway, age 21. So they're both close in age. You know, Conan's a large monster, and Gru is a small little guy, thief. they're going to go well together. I can imagine they're going to have a great adventures here. Anyway, he's got Dex of 14, so he's got a +1 there. And again, he has Thief's Cant. He can comprehend languages now at level 4 at 80%, and the Thieves Pack. His hit points are only 10, though. Not great of all the things he could have achieved. These rooms that I have gone into aren't going to stay exactly the way I left them. They may be repopulated with a different monster or something else. So we're going to make a roll. Grew of Larsha, Conan the Thief, and I am just going to roll. So I think what I'll do, they exist already, but I'm still going to roll what's in those rooms. Because, so we're going to come down those steps. As we arrive there, the door is bashed in because I have I crowbarred the lock in the wooden door off those hinges. I started on the map here like a genius when I started the game, and you can see how smart it was to do that because I have no room to go anywhere. So tracking time here. It dawned on me I should put it more in the center so I have some room to work. So here we go. This is the entrance, and I'm coming in, and I'm going to track my turns now on a sheet of paper where I track my notes for the session. Okay, so as we enter the dark dungeon, I am going to say again, I start with my own set of rules. Who, right? So episode 2, post carousing. Who? Conan and Gru. I got here at dusk and I chose to camp before opening the dungeon. So again, it sounds like the travel took us till nightfall again. And it is indeed dusk. So we arrive again at dusk. So where, right? Ruins in the deep woods. So we now know how to get here, but it still took us, and it's dusk. Who, what, where, when, why, and how. Through sheer will and guts. Right, that's how. Okay, here we go. So we're going to camp before we enter the dungeon, and again, that's going to be a roll for Conan's shift and a roll for, I'm just going to do 2 for Nightfall. If I roll a wandering monster, that's it. There's not going to be more wandering monsters. There'll be 1 in the night, period. Right? Nope. And for Gru shifts, nope. So we get through the night unscathed. Last time I had poisonous frogs almost kill me before I even entered the dungeon. Alright, so Conan is going to lead the way, and he will, left hand, he will light a torch. So we are going to be on torch 1. So again, we start our turns here for this, and we will light a torch, and we will take 10 minutes to do that, so that is a complete turn. Right, and we will head in, down the stairs, Gru following behind. Right, we will head down and in, and let's go ahead and make that roll for the room table. Where's my 12? A 12. And into the entrance now is 10. Monster with treasure, so something has come in here, right? And that's going to be interesting. And again, we're not going to be able to surprise them with a torch, but they could still surprise us to some degree. 7. 7 is giant poisonous frog, so here we go. And dumb me, 1d3, I rolled 2d4 divided in 2. I was having a brain cramp the other day. So that's going to be 5, so it's going to be 2 frogs. So 2 giant poisonous frogs are found in here. And I have fought the poisonous frogs before and vanquished them. So I fear not the frog. However, a failed check against a bite is going to put us out. So they are by no means a joke. Right. Let's see if they surprise us as we enter with a torch in hand. Let's roll their surprise. They do not. Alright, so initiative. We roll both dice. Of course, heroes, 1-1. Alright, so again, I don't like to just give the lead to the heroes, so I roll another d6. If it's odd, it's us. And no, so we lose initiative to the frogs as they leap out of the darkness at us. And I'm going to roll 2 dice for the frogs, the black and the white, as they need to hit me. They need a 12 and up, a 13 and up to hit Gru. Here we go. And again, we're going to say black is against Conan, white is against my partner. And they hit us both, 17-17. So they hit us both for a point of damage, so I'm at 30. 1, and he's at 9 already, so we're already in deep hurt as we both have to make a saving throw. Right? I'll be blue. Black is Conan, white is my buddy. I'll be blue, and he'll be this, and here we go. These are the death saves. And if we fail these death saves, we're in deep trouble. I need a 5 and up. He's going to need +4 for the thief. Thief saving throw is, 13 and up. So he needs a 9 and up. Okay, 9 and up. So I made it, and he made it, 15 and 16. So we luckily, both of us survived the first attack. And now we'll be rolling. I should have just rolled it all for damage, but I don't want to get ahead of myself because they want initiative. They could kill us, right? Okay. So here we go. Again, this is me. This is Brew, and we are both attacking one of these frogs each. And 8, I'm going to miss, and with a +3, 11, I'm going to miss by 1. He is going to miss, and we're on to round 2. So that is round 2. Round 1 done. Round 2. Here we go. And it's going to be them again. Oh my god, I have this feeling we're not going to survive this combat, or at least Crew won't. Okay, black is me, and it's going to be miss against both of us, thank gosh. And here we go. I get a hit, he misses, but I will hit with my 6, doing, oh yeah, it is, let's double check its HP. It's got 6, I did 6 points of damage, so I have killed one, and we go into round 3, and that one is dead. There's going to be 2 of us on it now, and again, we're going to win this time. And he's going to get the hit with a scimitar of 1d8 damage, and he's going to do 4. It has 1 hit point, and he will get the kill this time. That's going to be 28 XP for us again. Let's check the treasure. So Conan and Gru are successful in their first room together. So that's cool. All right, so we have vanquished the poisonous frogs. So obviously somewhere around out here in the deep woods, as I was attacked camping out front here in episode 1, I was attacked by 2 poisonous frogs. Now we find 2 right down the steps into the dungeon. Clearly somewhere around here there is a pond or something that is safe haven for poisonous frogs. So, and he survived being bitten on his first. Okay, so we have a treasure in here though. Let's use the beautiful clear die for a treasure. 17 is ancient scroll or manuscript. Oh, I'm loving this. Ancient scroll or manuscript. Where is that at? Ancient scroll or manuscript. Here we go. It's D10 roll. 6. 6 is love letter from an ancient hero. Plus 350 gold. Wow. So, and he can read. Let's make an 80% check for him, for Gru, to crack this out under our torchlight. By the way, that's another turn gone for the combat. We have found the treasure. There is no trap on this particular room. And again, blue is high. Yeah, 29. He cracks open this ancient scroll as Conan looks off into the darkness with the torch. And he cracks this open and unfurls it, breaks the wax seal, and Gru reads aloud in his rather high-pitched, whiny voice, with all of the drama and affectation that the actual writer intended. Love letter from an ancient hero. However, upon reading it, both of us blush a little bit. Even in the dark torchlight, you might see a blush, as it's a little sad to hear an ancient hero, reading their innermost personal expression to someone. And so we're not certain maybe who that someone is, as we don't recognize the name, right? And he examines it, and he says that he believes this is worth 350 gold, as it is history in a scroll. He rolls it up, puts it in his backpack, and he now has an ancient love letter worth 350 gold pieces as part of our treasure. So that's pretty dang sweet. 350 gold pieces. But we have to sell that thing, right? I mean, it's worth that, but the reality is you would want to find someone to sell that thing to. All right, so we're in room 1. We have vanquished 2 giant poisonous frogs. We have found embarrassingly, when Conan was here last, he never saw this scroll in the corner, and fortunately, and I know why he didn't, because the rune blew him to hell and almost killed him. He wanted to get out of this room, and so Gru, with his keen eye, finds this ancient scroll that might have been under the rune that exploded open, right? Maybe that was warded there in a cache to protect this love letter, and when it blew, when it popped open and blew, maybe it rained down this codicil with a scroll in it. All right, so we can go north, we can go east, we can go west, back toward where I have already been. Conan at this point, I think, is going to lead the way, and we're going to go north. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a turn, right? As our torch is doing okay, and we got to make a wandering monster check. No. And we're going to roll now to see how far this leads. Remember, I do a distance to see before we come into another room. Wow, 70 feet. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. This is a long haul. It's going to take us a couple of turns. I don't know where it's going to come to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a wandering monster check. No. And we got one more turn before the torch goes out, and we must rest. So I'll probably rest in the dark. Right. Okay, so let's roll to see what kind of room we encounter here. Again, this is such a perfect dungeon. This alone could have been sold as the Dragonslayer procedural solo dungeon. It's just perfect with a couple of more rules to, to get you to the location and all that stuff would be outstanding. 8. It is it's a similar room to this one, so there's a little theme going on here in this. However, I'm going to put that. Well, I'll put it right here. Yeah, let's put it at the end. What kind of door is it? It is wood. And is this closed, locked, etc.? 5. It is ajar. So it is ajar, which means all we got to do is push it open. So he's going to listen at door. Gru steps up, kind of pushes Conan aside. Now, what will happen here is if anything were to happen that would cause a random encounter or a surprise encounter, would affect the thief before it affects Conan because he's taken the lead. But he's going to listen at doors. 3. Yeah, it doesn't quite make out what might be there. At this point, we're going to go ahead. Conan will go ahead and grab the little man and put him behind him with his right hand, secure his seax, and with his torch in his left hand, he will push the door open. And that would be 10 minutes for all of that to happen, by the way. So we're listening at doors. Remember, all this stuff takes, anytime you do an action, it's assumed that it's investigation, etc. 10 minutes. That's our 5th turn. My torch would go out. So literally, as I push this door open, the torch goes out, and we are probably going to need to make a roll. I didn't time this too hot, did I? We need to find out what's in this room, because it might surprise us. 10. Yeah, monster and treasure. Does it surprise us? No, we actually hear it, right? We can't see it now that the torch is gone, but maybe we caught a glimpse of it since it didn't surprise us. 9, giant scorpion. Okay, so as I swing the door open, we see it, giant scorpion scurry across the floor toward us as our torch goes out, and holy shite, we're in deep trouble because we're in the dark against a scorpion. Oh my gosh, this might be the thing that ends us. In our second encounter, this is room 3, giant scorpion with a treasure. No trap, thank God. 1d3 again, so it's not one giant scorpion, but that's what we caught a glimpse of, scurrying toward us as our torch flickered out. There are 2 giant scorpions. Oh my God, armor class 5, damn. That means I'm going to need 15 and up for both of us. Hit die, 2 + 2, oh my God, we're not going to last long on this deal. The first one has 12 HP, and the second one has 7 HP. Gee, they didn't surprise us. We didn't surprise them pushing the door open. 3 attacks, holy shiter. Damage, see below. Giant scorpions attack with their 2 pincers each, scoring 1 to 6 damage. What the hell? 1d6 times 2 if they hit with those. A tail stinger that does 1d3 and requires immediate save versus death or die. Giant scorpions vary in size to 3 feet in length. Damn it. Save or die. And I hate to say it, but we're in the dark. Okay, I'm going to give us a -2 for fighting in the dark. It may be -4 written somewhere else in the book. Some games, I think it says -4. I'm going to say -2. We're aware they're there. They're big enough. They're 3 feet or bigger. And there's 3 of them scattering about. So Conan in the doorway. We're kind of in the room. And we're able to fight abreast here. And here we go. Again, remember, Conan is against Conan and against Gru. And they get to go first, I believe. Right? The initiative roll, I think, was them. Let's keep this here. And again, so the first one, matter of fact, they get 3 attacks. So we're going to make these 3 attacks on Conan. Here it is. I can make this even easier, right? Here we go. Let's get really good at this. So Conan, the 2 pinchers against Conan and the stinger attack here against Conan. So all 3 attacks against Conan by the first Scorpion is a hit. Pincher hits. And the stinger hits. Damn. So first we get the pincer doing 2 points of damage. So Conan now is at 29. And the stinger hits doing 1d3. That's 2 points more. So down to 27. But I must save versus die. So Conan struck as he fins off with what's left of the torch, one of the pinchers. The other pincher gets that arm. And then as he stands there with his about to cut at that pincer, the stinger comes in and hammers him right in the chest. He takes the full brunt of a stinger in the chest, and we're gonna have to make that save now for Conan. Conan with a +4 versus death, so I need a 9 and up. 17. Conan feels the poison jut into him. And matter of fact, maybe. Pulls away just enough that he gets a little in him, enough to make him feel poorly, but not enough to kill him, right? He feels his knees buckle as he feels that stinger enter just through his leather armor. All right, here we go. And okay, we've got Gru. Again, Gru's going to face 2 pinchers and a stinger. I don't think Gru's going to be a buddy for long. Oh, and a pincher hits Gru, but everything else misses, and he's going to take 1d6 for the pincher. 2, all right, so Gru's down to 7 HP. We're already hurting here, folks. And here we go. I may call up my rage for this. So I'm going into a rage for 1d8 +4. That's pretty awesome. I hadn't read it before. I just knew I had it. Oh, 5 rounds, but I get 5, so I go into a rage for 5 rounds. And I get temporary HP for this, which is sweet. So I'm going to get, per level, 1, 7, 13, 14 temp hit points. So I'm really, technically, I was at 29, 43 HP. I was hit for 2, 4. I was hit for 2 and 4. I'm down to 39 temporarily as I go into the rage, right? Or it doesn't matter how we did the math there. Okay, and I'm going to get some pluses here. So again, I'm in the dark, so -2, but I get a +1 to hit. I already have +3, so I'm actually at +2 to hit this creature. I need a 15 and up. I hit, and I do 1d4 with my 6, and I also get a bonus here. So plus my damage bonus is +1 for my strength, plus another 2 for the rage. That's +3 damage to this creature. Let's see if I can kill it. 7. I do. I kill this scorpion dead. However, we still have 1 left. He had, with a -2 adjustment in the dark, he actually missed. So take that back. Take that back. I forgot the -2. So we need to roll initiative again. I would think in the dark we probably couldn't win initiative. This is one of the things that's interesting about the game. They always punish you for your 2 hits. But I would think if you're in the dark, you can't really have initiative, right? I mean, because you would be trying to react to what the thing is doing in the dark. So I think, matter of fact, we're not going to roll initiative. Conan and company are going to lose initiative here. Now Conan, I'm going to roll to see who he attacks because Conan just killed the weaker one. He attacks, odd will be me, so he attacks Conan. So again, 2 pinchers and a stinger as this larger one turns onto Conan and misses, hits, and misses. So we do take 6 points for a pincher. So again, it pinches that hand, the torch hand, and maybe now again it pulls back and pinches again on that same arm, doing 6 points of damage. I'm down to 33 hit points thanks to my rage One of my turns is down. I'm down to 4 rounds left of rage. And Conan, now angry and fuming, is going to get +2 to hit this creature. 9 + 2 isn't going to be good enough. The thief is going to miss as well in the dark. And here we go. It's going to get initiative. And it is going to continue, to attack Conan. And it's going to be a miss, miss, and miss against Conan. Thank God it missed. This is round 4, by the way. Where are we at here? We are in round 4. That's going to be, well, we'll finish that in a second. And by the way, I'm at my 3rd, so that's 2 rounds gone. I got 3 rounds left of this Berserker Rage. Conan and the Thief attack. +2 for Conan gets a hit. Conan's going to do 3 points of damage. It is down to 9. We need to start hitting it. And he misses again as my Thief friend is just not competent enough. It's going after my Thief friend. This isn't good. However, harder to hit my Thief friend, and he avoids definitely in the dark. Snapper 1, or Pincher 1, Pincher 2, and the Sting Tail over his head, as he definitely avoids those. And here we go. I have +2 to hit. He has -1. Miss, miss. Jeez, here we go. That is round 2. And we are into round... Alright, I've got 2 more rounds of this Berserker Rage. We have got to kill this thing before it's too late. It will, in this round, attack me again. And it's a hit, miss, miss. Okay, so it does a pincher damage to me again of 6. Oh, I'm down to 27. And, by the way, I got 1 round left after this. So fortunately, again, the pincher gets me. Stinger Tail misses, as I definitely have knocked it away with my Saix. And here we go. I need to hit this thing. No, I miss, and he misses. You can't believe it. This is it, my last round. That ends my rage. And let's go look that up. When the rage ends... Okay, so I'm no longer Berserk, though, so that won't matter. But I'm going to be at -1 now. So I'm -3. My to hit with melee is +3. So I'm even, at least, to hit this thing in the dark. And here we go. We go into round 7. It gets initiative. I'm not rolling initiative in the dark. It only makes sense that we would be in a response mode. And it attacks me again, so it does not like the big barbarian. It misses, it hits, it hits. So both pinchers hit, doing 8 points of damage. I'm down to 19 now. And Conan, as both pinchers get one arm and the other arm, and the tail, he manages to dodge the tail, the stinger as it tries to penetrate his skull with the tail, as this scorpion literally is wrestling Conan with those pinchers. Conan will pull loose his Saix, and here we go with a even to hit, miss for me, hit for the Thief, thank God. Now do some damage here, Grow. 6, nice, it's down to 3, we may survive this. Thank God that pincher has not been hitting. Alright, so again, we're on to round 8. What an epic battle this has been with the last giant scorpion. It is attacking Grow. So Grow's hit gets its attention. It spins itself upon the little Thief. And it hits and hits with both, but misses with the stinger. So again, it turns and quickly, deftly snaps at his side, snaps at his shoulder. And we're going to have 7 points of damage. Oh no, I think he is, yep. So Gru cries out as he falls limp, his head in the pincher, and he falls limp. Conan, in the dark, hears his sword ring out as it bounces off the ground, as he drops his sword, and his horrific shriek as the life has been taken from Gru. And Conan hears this in the dark, and I would go into rage, but I can't, so I'm going to just have to attack and hope I can finish it. Conan with, oh, misses. Now the creature turns its wrath on round 9 onto Conan. We may lose this. And it hits and misses, misses. But it does get a pincher on Conan again. Oh my God, this is a bad fight. 4 down to 15 HP. I'm in deep trouble. And remember, I have 13 HP a bonus. So technically, I'm down to... Excuse me, because once I lost the Berserker Rage, I lost the temporary hit points. I'm down to 2 hit points, folks. Literally, Conan could die on the next round. I must kill this creature right here. Come on, Conan. 0, because I'm in the dark. I'm flailing with my Saix, so as it hits me, I'm finding purchase in whatever it puts on me. So you can imagine in the comic books, right? Right? Conan can't see, so as it grabs him and pinches on him, that's Conan knows where to strike, right? So I can't see it, but I can feel it as it actually wounds me. And I can imagine its other pincher, it's just dropping the dead body of Gru to the floor with that other pincher, which is why it missed. And I miss again. This is it. I may lose this. Round 10. Could this be the end of the Conan adventures? And he misses, misses, misses. Hallelujah, there is a God. He misses all three. So the creature has a bad round. What are the odds? Is Conan a hero or what? No, 2. He's not. Round 11. This is crazy, exhausting fight for Conan. And again, I'm not going to roll initiative with Conan at a disadvantage. Oh, pincher hits, misses, stinger misses again, other pincher misses, but again, with that right pincher, he just keeps hammering Conan, right? And this may be it. If this is a 2 or more, Conan will fall. Yes, Conan -3. Conan, as the pincher reaches out. Oh, what could have been young Conan the Reaver. You were destined for greater things. You were meant to become the king and to change the history of Hyboria. Unfortunately, my friend, you're dead at -3. And this is the story of Conan and the unlucky, Gru the Unlucky. I'm going to blame Dell's character because Conan had been a champion until he met this Weasley little guy, Gru the Unlucky. I'm changing the name for the Legends of Lore. Somebody will find this body, the Unlucky. Conan says this under his breath, Gru, you are unlucky, as he dies. Someone will find bodies with some gold on them and some gear on them, and they're going to find an ancient scroll of an ancient hero that had written a love letter to some probably incredibly, risque maybe. And there you have it. That is the adventures of Conan and Gru in episode 2, Dragonslayer, procedural dungeon crawl. Plays just like it should. Old school dungeon crawls, old school D20 games were incredibly dangerous and lethal, and without a full retinue of party, not easy to defeat 2 giant scorpions. You like to have 3, 4, 5 guys in an adventure party might be able to handle this. There's some healing. There could be some other stuff here. So episode 1, I did the entrance and killed a couple of dwarves here. I was able to escape with my life. Spent a month in rehab and a weekend carousing in which I spent all my gold and unfortunately defecated in the local well. Cost me my money and my experience. However, they forgave me because I did spend so much money with them. I then met Gru during my my weekend of debauchery, and he collapsed himself to me and said, I'm going with you. I want to get rich too. And we headed off, and we spent a night out front, killed a couple of giant poisonous frogs here in the entrance, found an ancient scroll, traversed down a long dark hallway, found a door ajar, pushed it open. Our torch went out, and but we had the luck of seeing 2 giant scorpions scuttle toward us as our torch died. And in the darkness, an epic battle between Conan, Gru, and 2 giant scorpions that went for 11 rounds. I berserk raged and was able to take one down early. However, the fight not going our way as these creatures waylaid us, killing Gru, and then eventually Conan in round 11. Epic, epic. And that's your story, right? You don't write stories. You don't contrive or compose narrative. You play to find out, and from the adventures we have that narrative, right? We know the story of Conan. He came out here, he did this thing, he went back to the hamlet, partied it up, healed up, found a friend, met a friend, went out and did it again, and they don't return. And we know the story, and that is our narrative. We play to find out. We discover the characters, we discover the results, and that's the only way, I think, to get the best out of all of these old OSRs, these old D20 games. It's how they were designed to be experienced. Thank you again, Greg, for a brilliant game. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a wonderful week.